Good evening. This is the Are You For Real Though podcast. And I am DJ Concrete.
I'm Sweet Mama G.
And I'm Baldy.
And it's the weekly crew here, y'all got. And we have fun every week doing this. And we will accept all the smoke. Like some weeks, people get on me. And I just take it. Some weeks, people get on Sweet Mama G. Some weeks they get on Baldy E. But it's all good. It's a part of the plan. It's a part of the podcast. And I'm totally fine with that. So, how was your week this week before we start off?
Go ahead, Baldy.
We was long, but I made it through.
Hey, man. Hey.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you know,
That's some,
circle and clap.
that's some good stuff to hear. So, okay. How about you, sweet Mama G?
My weeks and days are always long. Every
Okay,
day. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, okay.
okay. So,
Whatever.
you know what? Let me step aside and let you do your thing that you usually do with your mental checkup and all that old stuff.
We're going to shut it down. So, greetings and salutations out there in YouTube and the world. I am Sweet Mama G, one third of this here podcast. Are You For Real Though? On YouTube, Street Tactics Radio. Make sure you go on and subscribe, like, click, and share our shows. We have shows on Friday evenings. We work the evening shift from 8 to 12 midnight. And on Mondays, we are also available for our quickie shows. So make sure you tune in Eastern Standard Time, and we'll give you all that information again at the end. So now we always begin with a mental health check. We want you to check in from 1 to 5. 5 being your most fabulousness, and 1 you need self care and self awareness for yourself. What's up, Tony, brother in law? Welcome for a new show, a new beginning. You're just on time. Make sure you go in and put your ratings from 1 through 5 for your mental health and wellness check. So I'm going to start with that fake Baltimore Oriole fan with that hat on, showing all
Dang.
his teeth. Baldy E, from 1 to 5, how are you doing?
I'm all the
Oh,
way at 5. All the
okay.
way to 5.
Oh, you all the way at 5. Okay. Brother-in-law said he a 3. We need you to get to a 5, so we need you to do better in life.
Oh, Lord.
All right. We need you to get better, get you some self-care, get you some you time and some your boo thing time. Amber, where Amber at? Tell Amber log on. All right, concrete. Don't look like that you sit on the wall and you want me to call you out. Good evening. What's your rating from 1 through 5?
Once again, I'm a 5. I feel good, and I'm going to keep hope alive for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep hope alive for everybody.
Keep hope alive. Okay. We'll keep hope alive for
Um, you know that cone, what you call that thing? The
the
cone with
fifth.
the yeah, the fist. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Oh, the
Mm,
pick. Yeah.
Yeah, the pick. Yeah.
okay.
Shouts out to Pokey pulling up in the building.
Hey,
Um,
Pokey,
Hey,
a
Pokey.
5.
Pokey
Hey,
gave it a
hey.
5.
Okay. Good to always hear how our regulars are doing. Make sure you go on, like, click, subscribe, and make sure you share on your social media pages our podcast. Make sure you also go into YouTube and make comments in reference to the show. Also, go in. Yup, today the Coons packet will be me to 5 in a bit. Yes, get the Coons packet, baby. Get that chocolate, like a chocolate one. All right. So, I got some shenanigans. I feel like because I'm sleepy. So I want to start off with a couple different shenanigans. Y'all ready? Concrete. Now you can't. You gotta tell the truth and shame the devil. Don't start with that foolishness and don't deflect today. I don't have time for it. Like to give you the sad face. All right. Let's see. Baldy E. Yep. Come on in the room. You have 5 seconds to come up with. Tell us about one of your most favorite dates.
Mm. I'm trying to
That's
think.
memorable. Hey. Concrete, you next. So get your life together.
I think one of my most favorite dates was back in probably the early 2013, 2014. It was at Cheesecake Factory. It was real simple. It was an unexpected date for that night. And had a good time, good conversation. And that's what I really like. The good conversation is just spending that good quality time with someone.
Okay. So what? So that was your most favorite or memorable?
Memorable.
Okay. So let's talk about the nostalgic of that person you went on a date with. How was the person? What was that type of person?
Funny, laid back, not too many cares in the world as far as, you know, being able to express herself and talk about her. I mean, talk about anything with that person. More of a very easy, laid back type of conversation. Not like a question and answer type thing when you meet someone. A lot of people, you get that question and answer and feels like I'm doing a job interview.
Mm,
Versus with this person, it was more like we just hanging out like we've known each other for a while,
okay.
which is a good feeling.
Okay. So if you
Oh, you froze up, sweet mama.
Yeah, said Sweet
hear me?
Mama join. Now
Can
we
you hear
see
me?
you. Now we
Okay,
got
we
two
can hear you now.
Sweet Mama G's, like two G's. We got two of you on here.
I can't handle all that. That's too much. Can you see
Yeah.
me? Because I can't see myself.
Yeah,
You
we can
can?
see
Yeah,
you.
we can see.
I need to see myself. I need to see how fine I am when I'm talking.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get rid of the other one. Let me see.
Which
All right,
fine
go ahead,
mean?
cousin.
So name one thing about that person that made you want to go out on a date with them.
Uh, this smile.
That smile here, that coonch pocket smile.
And that real smile in that mouth.
Okay. Okay. Gotta ask. Gotta ask you. Yeah, don't choke. You almost choked on it.
Hey, Baldy.
Mm.
You might have to. It's your earphones. That's why they said you sound like Max Headroom because your earphones. And
Okay.
as we before we had Miss Wendy pop on and say she was a 4 from the mental checkup. I guess we had missed that.
Let
And
me
then
try to log on back in.
okay. And then
All right.
and you got to finish what you were saying. And also Dougie, what's going on? Dougie just popping in the
What's up,
building.
Dougie?
He said he
Dougie
had to
girl.
go away, but I'm back. Baldy he sounds like a robot on my device.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, he's trying to get out and fix that real quick. So we'll see how that works out. Um what was I
So
gonna
make
say?
sure you go into the chat and give us your most favorite date with someone that you've been out with. Doesn't have to be recently, but just a good memory of that person, someone you had a cool date with, and then tell us why it was memorable. Concrete trying to deflect, sir. Tag you are up and running. Where's our little banner at? So I can get the call number.
Okay. Let me put the and don't forget, even on this matter of fact, everybody is watching live right now. Make sure that you guys come in the comment section so we can shout you out, first of all. And then we have some cash apps down here, and we wouldn't mind a little blessing, little blessing, right? Sweet mama. So
Always.
there's the number right there,
Oh
678
Lord.
670 8183. Again, six
Uh,
seven eight 670 8183 for y'all to call in. You want me to change the
I
lettering, the
cannot
font?
see, these. You want to come for me early on the other show. Yeah, make that a little brighter so I can throw out the number. But we
Okay.
do like to hear from you in reference to your day so long. So
Hi, Sam.
DJ, okay, you're
Huh?
interrupting. You sound good. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
fan club. Thank you. Want to make sure that the
You gonna have
fans.
to turn it down though, Baldy. Turn
Okay.
something down over there.
So Pokey says, "Sweet mama, so beautiful. She gets on screen twice." Thank you, Pokey girl. XL,
Don't
it's
pump
been
her up,
so
Pokey.
long since I went on a date. I can't remember. I put my cash app on there for the starving arts. We're gonna get you up on there. Send us to us, XL. We'll put you on So Concrete still trying to deflect y'all. I swear. So make
What
sure you
happened?
comments, give us your memorable date because it's going to get to our topic. But these are our warmer. You know when you got to give a little foreplay at the beginning to get the warm up. So go and make sure your most memorable date. Concrete. Hey, cousin.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Give us a most memorable dates.
You know, I ain't been on many dates outside of my marriage, whatever. But what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, I guess I'll just. I mean, my other ones was like when I was a child, when I was a little boy, and then I guess to say when a memorable date. I guess my anniversary dates when those were happening. Um, and then can you see that better, sweet mama?
Yeah, thank you so much for the visually
Okay.
impaired. Thank
Uh,
you.
so that and then I guess the trips, the vacations, that was good. You know what I'm saying? The vacations. So other than that, I mean that's about it. I
So
mean,
what
like
made them memorable? What made it memorable? You can go on trips, but they could be memorable, good or bad. What made it special to you? Pick one.
um where we were, a couple of them was like paradise, you know what I mean?
Okay.
um and then doing certain things in certain places, and also just just and where you were, you know what I mean, all that stuff is memorable. I mean, if you want to say restaurant or something like that, then I mean, I've been at plenty of restaurants or whatever, but I mean, I can say a couple of them, you know what I mean, or did things, but for the most part it's the vacations and what was done on the vacations that were dates that make the difference for me.
Okay. So make sure you continue to go on in the chat. You also can give us a call at 678-670-8183. Now I'm concrete my eyes. Okay. Thank you so much. So with that being said, in reference to dating, let's talk about how you prepare for a date. So let's say it's a first date. Concrete, we know you talk about your ancient relationship times, but we need to get with the times. For relationship and dating now, we see a lot of on social media, people talk about dating and first dates and all these different things. How do you prepare yourself to go on a date nowadays in this life and times of individuals?
um
Mm.
uh DJ XL say it's been so long, so he since he went on a date, he can't even remember. So um
Mm.
how do you get on a date now? First of all,
How you prepare for a date nowadays?
well, you really want to know, fellas? Make sure when y'all go to prepare for a date, make sure that it ain't one of them trend. Just make sure y'all just watch out for everything. Make sure they ain't peeing standing up.
Some people like that, so let's move on from that.
Nah, nah, because I've been seeing a lot of people mess it
I'm
up.
saying.
And DJ XL said he prepared by rubbing one out first.
I feel you on that
Hey.
one. Listen, that goes both ways. Look, the Coons packet, listen. It won't be so much, rare.
Won't be no more
It depends.
stress.
Right.
Listen, that's it. You ain't gonna just go home with anything and everybody just because.
And then Pokey said, shouldn't it be more who you are with? Yeah. Well,
We
yeah,
talk about
but then
preparing for
But
the
she was
date.
talking about the first part. But hey, let me send a shout out to my peoples, Dante Cole, Danny. Oh, that's Excel. Dante Coles, my brother on watching. We gotta have you on a. We just got off of the Brutally Honest Rap Show. We would like to have you as a judge on the next one. Hit me up on that. Oh snap! All right, let me
Well,
fix
be
that.
careful.
I
Be
was on a
careful.
vacation right there. But go ahead.
Hold on. Be careful. Yeah, I wouldn't blind. Don't blind your cousin. So we talk about a memorable date. Let's talk about your worst date. Think about your
Mm.
worst date, a bad time you had with someone. We talked about, especially during the COVID pandemic, or what do you want to call it. Some people were dating via Zoom. They would go on Zoom, set it up, have food, wine, whatever, whatever. That's so easy to click somebody off, I don't like you, or something going on in the background. And that would be an easy, inexpensive date. Give us a date you didn't really like, or was your worst date, however you want to phrase it. Give us your worst date. Come on in the room, Baldy.
Worse. Mm.
Be careful, you got a fan club.
I think one of my worst was when a young lady said I stole some pills out of her purse. I think that was my one, one of my worst.
Wow.
I think that was the very worst date ever. Just because I think she was paranoid about everything. She had been through some things with somebody else, and she assumed that I looked through her purse when, why would I do that? Why would I
Oh
even
God,
care?
I remember that crazy thing. Okay.
Yeah, and then she had apparently some pills for some mental health issues. So that was the worst. I mean, don't ever think someone doesn't need mental health when they might really need it. And they might be on real meds. I mean, how about you, sweet mom?
Oh, you put me on spot. Lord,
We're
I
going
didn't.
down the line. We're going down the line.
Yeah, I didn't give y'all my good days, but I'm gonna give you one. Oh God, I got so many bad days. Lord help me. Let me pick one. Oh gosh, this one was a while ago. Um, met met the guy at a restaurant, like maybe Fridays or something inexpensive. Because if I don't really know you and you try to stick me with the bill, which that happened, I can pay for my bill. You remember that one, yeah? So met the guy at the bar. Told him let's meet up after work or whatever. So met him at the bar. It was just like game night or something. So I was like, okay, but it wasn't like a loud game night where we couldn't converse at the bar. So it was like a mellow weekday night after work. So I said, okay, he looked good, looked fine in person, blah blah blah. So we ate. Wasn't an expensive bill. He was like, hey, you can meet me outside. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I took care of the bill, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I ain't see you pay no bill. It was like maybe like a Fridays or something. You know how they bring the check to you at the bar. He said, oh no, I already prepaid. Now how you prepay a bill? Because I'm a fluffy model. You don't know how much my food would have cost. So I'm a fluffykins. So how did you prepay the bill when I'm sitting here with you? You don't do that because it was a Friday and like the vicinity where I live. So I frequent the Fridays. It was like little happy hour spot that me and my peoples went to after work. So I was like, all right, well, he said he paid the bill. Listen, who am I? Hey, maybe you're a gentleman, maybe at a tab, don't know. Baby, when I was walking out to my car, I said, I'm gonna wait for him for a second. He was coming out. I said, okay. He said, all right, well, meet me at your car. Meet me at your car. I was like, all right, let me get my car. A little feisty about me getting in my car. The bartender ran out. It was like, oh, you didn't pay your bill. He's like, I did pay my bill. He was like, she was like, you did not pay your bill, and that's considered stealing. I said, oh, I don't do. I mean, it wasn't like we was at no Sequoias in DC or no expensive. It was Fridays, right? Dine and dash. Baby, I wasn't going to jail for nobody. He said, all right, I'm going to meet you back outside. Wait for me. Oh, and who? That, not me. I'm not waiting for you because you steal, you lie, you going to jail. In that county we lived in, oh, no. Them county boys was not playing it. They tried to call me to say, where you at? Block. I'm gone. And I'm not in prison with you because you finna go to jail for petty crime. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I had a lot of little weirdo dates. Yeah. The
Well,
guy that met me at what's that called?
Bob's Big
Dave
Boy.
and Buster's.
Oh. What happened?
He had a long length fur coat, y'all.
He was balling. He was
No, he
pimping.
wasn't. That was a chinchilla. That wasn't no daggone rat chilla. It was a rat chilla coat. And he started singing to me at the bar. That's why I laugh at these rap songs we listen to with that singing and rubbing his finger. His fingernails was longer than mine. I was like, baby,
He thought it
no.
was a pimp. I'm trying to tell you, cousin.
He was a misrepresentation of what a man's supposed to be. He was like, yeah, I work something with the Ravens. And I'm like, first of all, Ravens not even my team, so I could care less. And I do this. I got a navigator outside. So, after the date, and I said, I can't do this. He had a PT Cruiser, not down nobody with a PT Cruiser, but told me you had a navigator. Had my own vehicle. So that's why I typically, if I don't really know you, I drive my own vehicle and will meet you because I will go to bathroom and leave you because it be some shenaniganville out here. And he definitely wasn't getting no cooch pockets.
What's up, baby sister Ning? She said it was Lenny from Good Times.
Baby, it's hard out here for a single woman. That was hot. And I told Baldy that he cracked. He thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
That's crazy. Pokey said Diamond Dash, as you said too, as well. And then also Baldy, read this comment from Pokey.
The worst date I ever went on. Wait, hold on. The worst date I ever went on. The guy took back to the house after lunch, and his wife was there. And the wife proceeded to tell me I could sleep with her husband, but she got to watch.
Me too. Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a date.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Interesting.
Look at you.
That's an open relationship.
Listen, live and technical color.
You the winning.
Wendy Smith. I ain't got my glasses on.
Yeah, let me okay, Wendy Smith. Who you said Baldy? Go here,
Yeah, I read it. When the guy looked at me with a straight face and slid the check over to me after he looked at it.
Dang.
Oh,
he was a smooth operator.
No, it wasn't no smooth operator. It's a lot of funny situations we can get into with dating. So right now we on limited time. People still have the fear of, I guess, contracting COVID or whatever else is out here. I'm gonna go into it. So, as my cousin says, social media has given an uptick in the algorithms in your queue when you go in. So if you talk something, you look at something, they continuously send you algorithm information to kind of pique your interest. So I saw a video and I thought my technical advisor was going to play it tonight.
Let me while we go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can pull it off.
Technical advisor didn't have our video up. He worked us to death during the week. We don't put our technical videos up for background. But basically, the young lady was saying that people put on fronts nowadays when they're planning out dates. And I think Baldy sent me one where a girl went on a flight for 7 hours to meet somebody for the first time for a first date. He was like, I can't even do 30 minutes. You want me to fly somewhere for 7 hours for the first time?
Marriage, my husband won a second wife.
So can y'all
whatever.
hear that?
Yeah, we can hear that. That's a little second one. That's the one I heard earlier.
Okay, so how about this? If I play it and y'all can hear it, will that suffice?
Yes.
Or do y'all want it on the screen?
No, we'll hear. We'll listen. Because we know the cameras.
Okay, was the explanation needed? The one that you was talking about? This girl?
You know what they're gonna do to you in jail? Why am I going to jail?
That one?
No.
Mm.
Concrete
Anyway,
technical advancements. So basically, it was a young lady, and she was stating that
was she a Muslim?
no, not that girl. That was about the husband that wanted another woman.
I don't thought so.
So you
Okay.
talking about the woman that was flying, that flew for
Not that was the
7?
one you talked about.
Yeah.
That was the one where the girl said she would you team
Nope.
all of us on, are you for real though? Would you fly 7 hours or more or drive? Because we got some of our guest hosts we're gonna call y'all that want to do these long drives to meet folk and see the countryside. Would you go more than, let's say, an hour to meet somebody for a first date? You can call us at 678-670-8183. It's at the bottom of the screen, scrolling through, or go into the chat. How much is too much for a first date? What's too much? What's doing the most?
That's 7 hours. That's the most.
That was ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
she was
that's
on a
crazy.
plane, she had a bonnet on,
Oh
picked her hair out in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, that ain't popping off. But
I don't know.
go ahead.
I don't want to say people are desperate, but that's above and beyond. I mean, I know that you could feel like you got a connection with somebody, but if you've never been in a person's presence, you never really gotten to know the person. I mean, what is it? I mean, I wouldn't do it. I'll simply 10 say, sweet mama, that lip color is fire.
Girl, listen. Thank you so much, boo. Simply Sin. Thank you so much. It is Lip Bar Prima Donna. Make sure you tag the lip bar because I spent money on that. It's vegan.
So sweet mama, would you how far would you go? How many hours?
First of all, time is money. And I'm around people coughing all day, so I ain't gonna be doing but the most right now. Date. What is a date? I ain't been on date in a minute. Don't hush your mouth, Baldy. Don't you tell my business in the streets. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
Ed Nice said, yeah, he met several chicken heads after traveling for an hour.
Okay. I met several chicken bones after traveling 5 minutes. So I think it's just the preparation. I think people think they're gonna get this grandiose time. I think my best dates have been my most simplest dates. Probably hardly no money involved. And people think you gotta go over the top. And some people are like that. I'm not like that. Just the simplest things, it's make it special or memorable. So one of my most memorable times was a guy I was dating. We grabbed some food from like a pizza place and we had some snack stuff. He had the drinks and stuff already ready in the car. Not drinks like that, but like I drink Pepsi when I'm not on my fake diet, and definitely water. And we went to the top of, oh gosh, Concrete. What's that area called where you can see the top of Georgia and the top of
Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain. Thank you so much, cousin. You know, I'm elderly, can't remember. The top of Stone Mountain. The top of Stone Mountain, they have these homes where you go up like in the hills. And he was telling me the difference. And it was like Christmas holiday time, and everybody had their lights, and it was absolutely a breathtaking scene. We went to the daytime, and then we went in the nighttime to see the lights. It was something simple like that was such a memorable time. We just talked and we talked about nostalgia because we're in the same age group, things we liked back in the day. So that was something nostalgic. And it was free. I mean, other than burning your gas and just having treats and going out, that was probably one of the most best dates. And then this other guy I was dating, we would go to a local park and just, meet up, and they had like peaceful trees and they had like a reservoir. If you're from Baltimore, it's called Lake Montebello. When you go on the hill, you just look over to the reservoir because I used to walk around there trying to get my fitness on. So simple stuff that was free. And we just talked and talked and talked for hours. Didn't even know it was hours. because the conversation was just so genuine and real. It was like, oh, well, you got to take me here and take that. That's fine too. And you can go those places. But I'm the type of person, I can buy my own. I can do my own. Everything doesn't involve having to spend a whole bunch of money. And I think people have gotten away from that. Just that simple conversation to get to know a person, whether you're going to like them or not, or going another day. Now, just simple stuff like that. I love stuff like that. It can be simple. Listen to music. We used to sit, listen to music. I'll pull my truck or he pull his up, depending on, where we sitting there, whatever. Just get one of those fold out chairs. You just sitting and talking and chilling. It's simple. And I think although we weren't in a relationship, it was just fun to kind of connect with people where you can have a great conversation with no stress. We're not howling and screaming at each other. I don't have to be fake. I don't have to put on the fake hair and the eyelash. And that's your thing. That's your thing. But I could be myself and have an intelligent conversation. We talk about some hood stuff, but we had a genuine time. We don't have a lot of genuine people. We deal with a lot of fake and phony people if you work or whatever in business all the time. But get to a connection with somebody that's real is like, as my cousin said at the beginning, a fist pump.
Right. Now, I'm gonna read this comment from Poke. She said the best dates are in nature, the lake fishing, watching the stars, getting away from the hustle and bustle of life. Very, very true. And it doesn't cost any money, just gas,
Right.
and you're willing to go. Brother-in-law said he dated one chick a few times and she would always steal my clothes. Holy crap.
Okay.
And kidnap me for 12 years. Oh boy,
No.
you about to get in trouble, Tony. It's 12 years Sunday. Happy anniversary, Mrs. Dang, y'all anniversary came up. Yeah, yep.
And then Wendy Smith said, I went on a vacation, met someone who offered to pay for me to come back. We ended up in a 7-year relationship that was amazing. Great story.
Oh, wow.
Bless your heart. So that was a great story. Okay. Oh, it was to the UK as London.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
That was very nice.
A London flight. Okay. I believe the best things in life are free. Yeah, it doesn't cost a lot for you to give what version of you. So we have done our warm up and we did a little longer foreplay. So let's get into it. That's our foreplay. So now here come the real. And be real. Again, go into the comment section. Also, we are looking for a guest at 678-670-8183. So before I do that, DJ Excel, I mean, it depends on the person. I've met women out of town and in town. Okay, amen. All right. So let's get to it. Baldy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Concrete. Now I need you to be truthful on this one. Don't deflect. Technical advisor. When you're first meeting someone to try to get to know them, do you give them the trial version or the full package? You
asking me?
I'm asking everybody here on Street Tactics Radio. Are you for real though? Hook it out.
Well, when you first meet somebody, you need to really, of course, strike a conversation, but be a little reserved and let them talk as well. And then, see if that's what you really want. It's going to take a little time for you to find out if you really want to continue dealing with this person. And, during that time, like I said, talk, don't over talk, and think about what you're asking or about to say before you say it. That's important. Because sometimes you might slip out and say certain things, and it may mess you up for the truthful answer. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you say too much, you done said and now they're gonna tell you a halfway story by the time you really want to know the truthful things about certain things.
Okay.
So say, for instance, like if I say, I don't want no woman that's on social media. Knowing she got a social media page,
they're gonna try to fit into that box. Yeah, I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. So, So
Don't throw your opinion into it too much. Just
yeah,
let them
sometimes be a
talk.
little reserved. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Pokey said full package. I only have one package. And then Ed Knight said full package.
Okay.
So now, and okay, go ahead, Baldy. So you can
So
answer
I'm
that.
I'm gonna say full package, but I'm gonna take a piece of what you said to be correct. Like
Hmm.
you need to listen. Like be reserved with it. Don't give them everything. Don't tell them exactly what you like. Day one, you should not be saying like, I want this, I want that, I want this. No, you tell them like, hey, what type of person are you? What's your views? I mean, I've had women before ask me what's my political view. I mean, this is off the first 15 minutes that I've known them. They asked me what's my political view. Now, was that something new to me? Did they ask? Yeah. But you don't get too many people that ask you that. But you gotta feel people out. She didn't say, "Oh, well, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican." Off the break, she asked me what mine was. Sometimes, like Concrete said, you can give somebody too much. So you can say, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I go to church every Sunday." Then somebody else could say, "Oh, well, that's what he's looking for. He's looking for somebody that is that way. Let me mimic that." So yeah, I agree with that, but I say full package though. Full package, be reserved and listen more.
Okay. XL had 2 comments. I ain't crossing state lines. I barely go to the other side of BMO.
Hey,
Okay.
I hear that.
And then he also says, I'm an open book. I don't volunteer information, which we get that a lot from folk, but
Right,
I'll answer the question.
right,
Pokey, you do have to watch your words, but you can't hold back who you are. That's false advertising.
right.
Mm.
But see, my thing is this: I'm not gonna come day one and give you every last thing to know about me. I agree. Wasn't it Excel that said that? Like he'll answer questions, or was that somebody else?
No, that was saying he's an open book.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
volunteer info.
Right. I wouldn't volunteer my information. I would just say, let's talk. Now, if they ask me something, yeah, I'll answer honestly. But am I jumping out there telling them every last thing? Like, am I jumping out there telling people my home address? No. You gotta be reserved with that. And sweet mama, you know that. You know how I feel about that. Like,
So I think reservation is good, and I do agree with y'all about listening. I didn't used to
mm-hmm,
listen. I missed some things. I got caught up with some different type of folk. I
mm-hmm,
try to listen more and say less, because a lot of times, and I don't give full disclosure. Not that I'm not giving a full package, because everybody started ground zero with me and worked their way up. I don't give my
right,
relationships with people I dealt with to the next dude that I want to deal with, but I listen more. I don't always go into my occupation. Oh, you have something. Oh, I'm a podcaster. I do this. I do that. I do this. I do that. And people are like, oh, you do that, and they think you got money. We got no money. It's free. So that's why we have our cash apps at the bottom. Sweet mama needs some new knees. So, but listen more. Start asking those questions. And to be honest with you, so we're talking about relationship and packaging, and you all can keep going with that. I had a conversation with somebody last weekend, and I told Barty it was like horrific. The conversation, I was just minding my business, and I guess everybody think I got the counseling spirit, so they want to talk to me, even though I am. They want to talk to me like I don't want to be talked to you all the time. I'm trying to get my mind resting because I talk to people all day, every day. So, not concrete. I'm sorry. Excel said something about you'll answer the question if asked. But we have a lot of people that don't ask certain questions. And then when things come awry, they're like, well, you never asked. So can we give examples of questions we may want to ask when we first start dating individuals? I'm gonna give you mine, and I don't want anybody to be offended. This is what I have learned in the world. So it's not to offend anybody. So besides, are you married, single, with somebody, you got an other, are you into poly? Now I have to ask, do you only date women who were born women? Do you like others? Or do you have an open style of dating? So that's how I phrase it. Open style. There's like, what's an open style? And then I go into more detail than I'm not gonna put here on the podcast, but more into detail. So if you say you didn't ask, no, I'm asking. You have to nowadays. You have to ask with the world and how it's changed and social media. And if that's your preference, let that be your preference. But I asked you, and let me decide if I want to deal with you in your situation, in whatever is supposed to be your truth. Because we have a lot of people that give that fake version of them and they cover up who they really are. Let whoever you're dealing with decide whether they want to be a part of your package or not. Give them the choice, because that's how a lot of people are getting hurt nowadays. We see on social media a lot of people are snapping off, they popping off, and it's a lot of I don't necessarily think it's mental illness. I think people are at that boiling point from being encapsulated for so long with the pandemic and dealing with all the restrictions we've had. Even though people say they live in wild and foot fancy free, a lot of people are not, because of what maybe have happened with illnesses and things like that. So we have to be careful who we're dealing with. I don't go and say, I do this, I'm this, I got these letters behind my name, I do this, I got this, I got that. No, because I've gotten like weirdos for real.
Amen.
Especially like back in the day when I used to be a classroom teacher. And I'm like, oh, I'm a teacher. Oh, I wish back in the day I had a teacher like you. And I'm like, okay, you would have been a child, and I'm not somebody, I don't date children. So no. So it'd be like we or put on some freaky teacher wear and come spank me in the classroom. Just stuff like that. So that becomes like irritating. Like, I'm an educator. I'm not going to look for those sexual heightened things and thinking about kids. So that's where their mind is, and that's not where my mind was. So you just got to be careful and just listen more, and sometimes say that, yep. Back to the red flag conversation. Yes. XL, tell us a red flag for you. Wendy, give us a red flag. Ed, give us a red flag. I don't know if Simply Sin is on here. Tony, give us a red flag you heard about, because we know you've been out the game. So you out the game.
Also,
Y'all celebrating all them
DJ
years.
XL said that he hold on. Let me do it like it. DJ XL said that he likes to listen. He said, I need to know if she knows the difference between there, and there.
Yeah.
And that's true, using those words, because there, and there is different versions of there. So and then he said we also put ourselves in endless cycles and we read that. She said, if you cray, be cray, just so I can see it now. Right.
Right.
So, and then Miss Wendy said the first conversation are meant to feel out a person's intentions, not interrogations. Yes. So, and speaking of that, it's like I speak of this now. I'm gonna jump off of like the dating, like if you're dating somebody, but let's say if you're dating somebody and you go to meet their parents and the father's still living, and then he want to try to interrogate you like you some little boy. How would y'all feel about that? Like, he got to put in that, oh, my daughter, this and that. I got a shotgun and all this old crazy foolishness.
I would feel like it's unnecessary at this age. I mean, definitely at this age.
Uh-oh. Somebody got something to say. Popped on.
So I mean,
I was medicated.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All righty.
No, I mean, you asked me about a red flag. Honestly, I really don't have any red flags. I'm the kind of person, like, I take people for who they are. You know what I mean? What somebody else might do is what they might do. Like, you might have, like, I'm big on education. Like, even though I'm the farthest things from a nerd, but I'm a nerd. If we could hold a conversation about anything, I'm with it. But if everything that you talk about has to revolve around what's going on social media or what this celebrity's doing or how you carry yourself based on what a celebrity's doing. You're not for me. And that's my only thing. Like that's my red flag.
Okay. Dougie said that he'll tell the father that he got 357. But I'll tell you what, DJ XL. We have
Oh, I see EJ in the building.
EJ in the building. So, anyway, she already knows she trying to pop on the numbers right there. She can call in, or if she want to pop up on the screen finally, not a problem. And then Ed Nice said, hold up. Ed Nice said, I can't give a red flag. I've been out of the game for 8 years.
Okay.
So, but right
But
now,
hey, yo, Creek, Concrete.
Yeah.
But as far as what you were saying about with the father interrogating you, honestly, I don't have a problem with that. Because, like, you know, I mean, as long as he come off of me respectful, I'm gonna come off of him respectful. But I mean, that's a father. Like if I have a daughter, I want to know who she's dealing with. So I'm gonna talk to him. Now, me being the person that I am, if they come off and they feel like I'm abrasive or whatever, that just shows me like, yo, you lack what needs to be around my daughter. Because either you're going to cause a problem while y'all are out, or you don't know how to problem solve. You know what I mean? My interrogation is all mental because I want to know. Like a friend of mine, he was like he used to interrogate his baby mother's boyfriends because he's like, yo, I don't want no sucker around my daughter. So it's like it's not really a thing about trying to interrogate you to intimidate. Sometimes you just got to feel people out for real.
See, and you just said what I try to flip it to. Well, not try to flip it to, what I flip it to. Because there's no need for the father to come in tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and woo, 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 boom, 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 all that old stuff. You're messing yourself up from learning from this young man. Because first of all, you putting him in a position that, okay, I got to sell myself to this guy. I can tell him anything. No, just sit back, calmly talk to him like ain't nothing going on, whatever, and he's gonna reveal himself. Not sit up there and tell him, look, if you take my daughter, you see that shotgun right there? I got that right there. You see that right there? You know what I mean? I'll have no, or you know, trying to act all tough and all that old stuff. Like I don't even have a respect for a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you talk to him, just talk to him. He's going to give you exactly what you need to know. Get him in his comfort spot. You know what I mean? Y'all can sit down just before dinner and just talk like, yeah, man, da da da, woo woo woo. Trust me, he's gonna spill whatever you want to hear without all that tough talk and everything. And then Dougie said the truth though, at my age, if the dad comes for me, then she ain't the one for me. And you know what? I can respect that. I got that. And EJ said red flag for her, someone who can't take accountability in any past situations and not try to evolve. That's a good one. That's very true. You know, you have a lot of people, whether it's man or woman, in relationships, and they may talk about their ex, and then I hate using the word ex or the term ex, but anyway, they talk about their previous significant other, and they'll talk about all the stuff they did, and not, you know, talk about, okay, the reason why she did that. Sometimes it may not be a reason, like legitimately may not be a reason, but then sometimes there's a reason. You know, I mean,
like what's your
it
part
takes
in
two. Yeah, exactly. So that's a good one. And you know, you just gotta, like me, if I did it, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not the perfect guy at all. I make mistakes just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? If I look, I make mistakes. So but anyway, yeah, I don't dig fathers like that, and I'll never be a father like that. It's first of all to be embarrassing to my daughter, and then I'm blocking my blessings from learning something from this young man, whether if I like him or not. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the daughter, if she's old enough, she's gonna make her choice anyway. And then if they get married, the father really out of it. You see what I'm saying? Because in the Bible, it tells you you're supposed to leave your family because you're starting a new family. And you can't be bringing your father or your mother or your sisters into your relationship. You just can't do that because a lot of relationships get killed just from stuff like that.
It's all in how you handle if you get to the marriage part. I think Excel, you said you were never married and Baldy wasn't married, so 2 and 2, um, like going through things in your relationship is hard if you start telling family and friends situations because then they'll hold it against the person and keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up. So when you're married, like Concrete said, it's certain boundaries of issues and information that you should give out. And I hope at my daddy age, the next man I bring, he ain't gonna talk about bringing out no pistol at his age, gonna pistol somebody at 80 years old. So I think that's like some dysfunction with that family situation. If all of us are over 40, family members still talking about doing
It's
that.
just a respect thing.
Yeah,
it's a respect.
Like, you're not the only one with a pistol nowadays. So I would hope no one's family members are doing that or getting into that situation. That's like a flag. That's like, oh no, I'm done, because that's craziness. But people do what they do and live how they live. So just be careful.
Yeah, I mean, my uncle, yeah, he probably would say I'll break out my pistol. That's old school. Dudes be talking about guns, gas. Your father.
Oh no, my father. No, my daddy and Eric. No, my father. He's not like that. My father's laid back. He a laid back, old school player type. He ain't with the rah-rah. Now your aunt, oh, she like your sister. She forward. She bout it. At 5 feet tall, she bout it. But my dad, he's always been reserved. Even when I got pregnant, unmarried, and even when I got married to him, he was still laid back. He didn't know. He had his own stuff going on with my mama. He ain't got time to be doing nobody else's shenanigans. Until it got real and raw, then he was like about his baby girl. So it does happen, but yeah, the full package.
You want to read Dougie's comment?
Let me say, Dougie, if Dad showed her the right way, then he should keep back and let her be. I absolutely agree. My daddy has never got involved in my shenanigans, my relationships. He just didn't. He still don't. Ed B says, my wife father got to know me by having simple conversations. He not about all that intimidation stuff. You shouldn't have to intimidate nobody.
And that's what I was just talking about. Like if I ran into, like, unfortunately I went through it. He tried to play Joe Tuffy. That was just goofy and did absolutely nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to come in here and talk crazy to me. It's just not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that was the goofiest thing he could possibly do, because I remember that to this day, and I have no respect for him for it.
It just creates separation. That's all it is. It's separation between you getting along with that family member by them coming at you that way.
Yeah,
I mean, definitely it gotta be a mutual respect. I mean, I agree with Excel. I mean, the family is going to talk to you, but it's all about the way they approach you. It can't be on some gangster type stuff where they try and get at you or scare you. Like, come on, like who does that?
But it also got to depend on the person you're talking to too,
right?
Because you got some people who are easily scared. Like, honestly, I mean, I'm not a small guy. So, like, if I got a daughter and I'm like, she bringing her boyfriend around, or, some guy who likes her, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And you see a 6'1", 300-pound dude, you know what I mean, tattoos and a beard that don't look soft. Some of them get a little bit intimidated, like, and it's not really a thing where you want it to be, but it just tends to happen sometimes.
Right.
Until they realize I'm a goofball.
Right. I mean, see, that's the thing. You know what I mean? When you have a good spirit, it's going to be hard for you to meet strangers. You know what I'm saying? So Dougie also said, all right, cousin, you read that one. I'll read Dougie. He said, the girl I was with for 7 years, her dad just asked that I respect his daughter. That's respectful. And you can, you can't get mad at that. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna bring this up. My cousin said something. I know she wasn't directed to me, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. All right. Now, hold on. Before we go to that one, I'm gonna read what Pokey said. She said, "With my kids and their spouses, I always say I don't have to like it, but I have to respect it, and I expect them to do the same with me."
Absolutely.
And that's how it's supposed to work. It's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to work like that. So respect is earned, and once they meet you, they need to start earning, and everybody needs to earn one another's respect. Uh, yeah, my cousin was talking about something about dudes stepping up and getting females apartments and stuff like that. Dude, I
Who
have
was
heard
saying
dudes,
that?
huh?
Who was saying that? What cousin you talking about?
My cousin, Sweet Mama G, has
No,
said,
I ain't never told you that. Don't
Mm-hmm.
come to me like that.
oh my gosh. All right. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
uh when dudes go get apartments and stuff like that, when she said if somebody's balling and all this old other stuff. But to my point is that's people they did things like that and they found out how stupid it was. It was so stupid to go and get a place for some of these females. Oh, let me talk to my wife. Hold on. You well on your way, pal. So hold on one second. I'm going to find this when my cousin said this. Let me see something. Hold on.
I don't know about what I
Oh
said.
damn! You include them in it. They're
Yeah.
not your
I
child.
mean, y'all
I mean, think concrete froze. He
Yeah.
Yes,
froze
all that new equipment and cameras and phones.
him.
He finally got Team iPhone and he don't know how to work it. It's still running now. So I don't know what he was talking about because I ain't said nothing about nobody buying anybody in apartments
you
and
did.
all of them. I love
Well,
Shack.
there you go. He back.
Okay, let me say this. I know men who are in relationships and they go by what's them little vans, Baldy, we talk about the conversion
Oh, the
vans,
conversion vans.
little
Yeah.
extra
Van
spot,
life. Van
yeah,
life.
the conversion vans, RVs, little small love shacks. We want to talk about that. Since you're trying to talk to me about some apartments.
So you saying for them to go buy them a van for van life?
Well, no, not no van life. I'm getting that life in that parking lot. You know what they're talking about.
Huh?
You know what they're talking about getting that coonch pocket in that parking lot.
Stupid.
RVs, conversion vans, studios, apartments.
Wait
Since
a
you
minute,
want
wait.
to.
What you talk about? What about studios?
Oh, now you listen. Oh, we had a trigger word. See, trigger words. We was talking
There's
about all
two.
these people
It is
being
two
extra.
studios around me, music and photography, miss, and I don't do none of that. Uh, I don't do none of that.
I hear that because some people gold wing motorcycle. Yep, the shacking up, shack, love shack. I remember because we were talking about the conversion van life, doing being extra in life. Baldy want to get him a conversion van.
That van is like that though for travel.
Mm-mm.
That thing comfortable.
How you know? Had shagging wagon.
Oh,
Yes,
you mean
brother-in-law. Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm gonna find that thing, cuz yeah. I'm gonna line it up. I wasn't thinking this week, but I'm gonna say that's one of the dumbest things that some dudes could do. Say, I'm gonna go get an apartment to get her away. No, just get away from her. Why go buy or spend money for an apartment? It makes absolutely no sense. If
You
y'all
mean if
break
they
up, you
break
break up.
up? Oh, you
Yeah,
talking about they break up?
yeah,
Oh, to get her an apartment?
I mean the
yeah.
side chick. Yeah, yeah.
You talking about the side
No,
chick?
not
Or
no, not the woman you breaking up with.
why you gonna get an apartment? Where she gonna live at?
Uh,
Right.
She gonna live with you?
See, I look, that amnesia out here for real, y'all in these streets. That amnesia.
No, but I'm saying if y'all break up and y'all was living together, she gonna stay with you when y'all break up?
Say that again.
If y'all are living together and then you break up, is she gonna continue
This
to
is
live
our
with you?
show. Is she gonna do what with me?
Live with you.
No. You break up.
You break up and she gonna go her separate ways.
Yep.
What she
If she
can't
the
afford, are you
if,
gonna help
if,
her?
if she the one that break up with you, makes sense.
But what if she can't afford to get her own spot, but she break up with you?
Well, she shouldn't have broke up. That was stupid.
So now you want her to stay with you so she
Nope.
won't be homeless.
Nah. Yeah. Well, the homeless part, I wouldn't want her to be homeless, but I mean, you feel me? Like
No, I
why?
don't.
Why? Okay. All right. I know you don't. Wait till I find this on this tape.
I
You
don't. Yeah.
said it. You said it. You
Oh,
said it. And it
but
made
but
no
we
sense.
talking about somebody that can't afford to go get their own spot because they done quit their job and they was washing your dirty drawers and cooking your salmon.
Why I gotta be salmon, cousin?
Because I know that's
Huh?
what you eat. I know that's what you eat.
Huh. Put his opposite.
Exactly. I know what you eat. Salmon.
Boy, I tell you, it's got that cousin of mine,
You
boy.
know salmon. You talking about you went to the place to get the salmon.
I'm trying to cover it up now.
Oh, you did. That's what you said.
You
You
like
eat
salmon.
salmon.
Yeah, you like
That's why you
salmon.
say you were 50 and fine because you eat salmon, and that's why you
I
you
said
gotta
nothing
go
about
to
50 and fine. Nah, I ain't say nothing.
50 and fine,
What
that
the
Kodak
hell?
hair and that cat daddy shirt. Listen,
Nah, I say I'm half 100 and done it. You know what I mean?
how much do you have? Side eye.
No. I'm joking. But that's all right. I'm gonna get you next week. I'm gonna find it. You better be glad I ain't lining up this week. That's
Yep.
okay. I
You
got you.
ain't lining up like that hairline, boo.
Yeah.
So, thank you for our special guests for coming in. DJ XL, Baldy E, our regular. XL, I think you're a regular now because you've been on a lot of these little shows now.
Mm-hmm. He's a
We still wait for the mixtape. We're gonna have a mixtape relationship version before we have our mixtape honest radio music with you and Concrete. So we're gonna have a mixtape. So we waiting.
All right. So Miss Wendy said, "Are you going to have your ex living with you if you don't have anywhere to go?" Hold up. Do she mean like, will you have your ex living with you if she doesn't have anywhere to go?
Whoever.
How do
I
you know
would.
Miss? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What'd you say? XL.
You know what I'm saying? And I would. Not a foul person. If she ain't got nowhere to go, you can sleep in the basement.
Let me tell you something. XL's a real one. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, because you got to remember, it's so easy to become homeless these days, and you can ruin somebody's life if you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. If you let them out there like that, so no, that's real. And see, my cousin got this face, this look on her face. You know what I'm saying? But it is all good.
I don't have a look on my
She'll hear
face.
all the
I don't
she'll hear
have
all
no,
the extracurricular activities.
and
Yeah.
you may hear hers too.
Nope,
Huh?
because if she in my house, go by my rules.
Thank you.
How
Exactly.
about that?
Yep. Dougie said she can sleep on the roof.
She better get a rose and call it a night.
So you know what I'm saying, and you know what, XL, for the
But
amount
that's
of
why
time
you
you
have a lot of people that still live together because they don't want to or can't afford to get their own spot. We talk about all the time. I'm
I mean,
separated. What
that's
does
how
that
most
mean?
people look at marriages, though. Most people look at marriages as a business agreement more than just love. So,
and that's
what's the
exactly what it
difference?
is.
If she can,
It's a business.
that's why I ain't got no kids, no wife.
Dang. Yeah. Me, I got the kids but no wife. So anywho, What's the face for
I'm just
cousin?
waiting for y'all to talk. Y'all, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm trying to read the comments. Maggie said she could sleep on the roof. Oh, well, there you got the woman in the roof. XL got the woman in the basement. In the basement. So I
Yeah, man.
and like when you're talking with people and getting to know them, I've heard that a lot. Like a lot of people still live with their exes, because they can't afford, or so they say they can't afford to get their own spot. I guess times is hard. You're not willing to do what you need to do to separate that energy that you're broken up for a reason, but you're staying in the same habitat with that energy of brokenness. So that's a wonderful thing. And if you always want counsel, always reach out to Sweet Mom. I'm already for that money because you need to talk about it. That is a mess. Um, and I think with the energy that people give off, you just have to really be careful because hostile energy does happen. And we have a lot of resentment. I have clients that live with their significant others and they want to date other people and they are resentful that, let's say, the other person that they broken up with can't afford because maybe they have health conditions or they don't have enough job. Because between rent and mortgages, it's real in these streets about these bills.
Oh yeah, inflation is
These
It
bills
like
are
really
look.
is.
Uh,
Listen.
Dougie said, "Happy life without a wife."
You got that right.
Yep. And then Pokey said, "Look, if they leave me or I leave them, I will live in a refrigerator box under a bridge. I ain't staying with nobody that I ain't with. You
Thank you.
cannot heal." Very true.
Absolutely. You can't heal, and your energy. I always talk about energy and flow between people. Um, you gotta be careful with that. Jealousy arrive. Things happen, so you gotta be careful about that energy. I would find a roommate and keep it moving. Listen, you gotta do what you need to do. And like you say, happy life without a wife or without a husband, however you want to go out here in the world. So just talk about your full version and your trial version package of you. Next week, if we don't have, so Monday, Concrete, what's our topic? Is it me or you?
Uh, if you want, we can talk about why these women out here twerking.
No, no, no. I didn't ask, is it
No, no, no.
honest or is it relationship before I do my closing?
No, we can. You know what? We can do relationships again.
Okay, so our topic is going to be sex demons, and our technical advisor has the video. You need to pull up the guy with the blue hat, the blue shirt, talk about sex demons.
Okay, and
Right
here,
demon.
brother-in-law said, nah, she would have to completely go. She could flip the script on you and have you be forced to leave. That's very true. That's very true. But yep, you guys stay up one no, brother-in-law. Not in your case, but I'm just talking
Oh,
about
okay, it's like,
in my
man,
and,
about to get it.
Neen ain't getting me.
Right.
So, and Wendy said, how is that going to play with the next one? Well, they was talking about somebody like to watch. I'm joking,
Nothing
y'all. I'm
wrong with
joking.
that.
But that goes back to being an open book. You
Shout
meet
out to
somebody that you like. Listen, my ex lives in my basement.
mhm,
Me and her ain't together. We don't get along. We just cordial. She ain't had nowhere to go. We cool from the first floor up. The
right,
basement, we don't go there.
right. Hey,
People under the
much,
stairs.
much respect. Hey, that was my movie though, Baldy. That was
People
my
under the
movie.
stairs.
Shout out to Monica Maria Cano.
Buenas noches, Maria.
Sí,
¿Cómo
sí,
está?
sí.
Oh,
Preguntas.
yo, concrete. I
Uh,
got a question though. For everybody
uh,
who say that don't fly though, right?
uh-huh.
Wouldn't that be considered kind of sort of like blocking your blessings? You don't think that you would want a man in your life that has enough empathy and compassion for somebody else,
Thank you.
even
And
though
that's
they might have
real.
been together?
That's
They could
real.
have been together, but it could be something that they just can't see eye to eye on. They might have a great relationship, but just can't see eye to eye on something. And they know they might be better off not being together, but still don't hate each other. And that man is there to help that woman. Is
Right.
that wrong? And then you find somebody, you telling them, and this guy's being open with you and telling you this and breaking it down so you're gonna be like, oh no, I can't deal with that. But if there's no baggage, if there's no stress, if there's nothing added to the situation, What's the problem?
So
Wouldn't
if
it be
you
blocking
want
your
to
blessing?
cohabitate in the home because what you just said, but you can have fun and I can't excel.
Yeah, cause
Fun
you're in my
how?
house.
Fun
I
how? What
told
you
you,
mean?
go get a rose.
No.
Go get you a rose and one of them BOBs and
Okay,
have
so
all the fun you want.
hold on, XL. So you saying I'm talking to you, XL. So you
Uh,
saying, all right, Cuzzy, you was asking him that if she wants to have fun, you saying with another man?
Whatever her fun is, everybody like different things.
All right, but
Whatever
with another man while she's living in his house.
in the basement.
mhm.
And she could be her clouds could be her ceiling. The clouds could be her ceiling. So I'm sure she'd rather have a basement ceiling than the clouds being a ceiling. So what I'm saying to you is that this now what I'm asking you is you're saying to him that what if she wants to start messing with another guy while she's under his roof?
Right.
And
Do it.
XL, you said
Don't
that
just
don't
bring
fly.
him out. He don't come to my house.
Who with the dude or don't she come to your house either?
No, she can come to my house, but she ain't bringing no another person up in my house.
Well,
See,
yeah,
it's the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
difference
yeah.
because it's my house, and I don't want nobody random that you may or may not end up with coming in and out my house.
Uh, Miss Wendy said, please give them the choice. The choice of what though, Miss Wendy? And I'm gonna bring that back up when you say that. But here's my thing. When they get to that point, and I'm dead serious, when they get to that point where okay, they seen another guy, that's when they need to leave. You was helping them.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? To this point, but when you want to start dealing with other guys, you just gave yourself an eviction notice, but you need to go and deal with that guy. So he needs to provide for you now. Whether he ain't even got to be your husband, you just need to be out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense for okay, it's not great enough that you already looking out for him. I mean for her, and then she feels though like oh well, I'm here. I'm gonna meet a new guy, and we gonna go out and date, and he'll just I'll get him to drop me off up the street and just come back. No, that don't fly. Take you. I mean, at this point, you need to just go with him. What's the grin for, Cuzzy?
I'm just listening. I just have a beautiful smile looking at myself. I'm listening.
Yeah, you got a beautiful smile, but it's something behind that
I'm
smile,
just
though.
listening. He said
It could be
nothing.
something devious behind that smile. Pokey said it don't play with the
That's
next one.
That just I guess for me, hopefully I never get in that situation where I have to stay because of my financial probably choices that I have to stay in that situation. So
Well, Cuzzy, I'm gonna tell you what. I hate to drop your ice cream, but it's easier to get in that type of situation nowadays because of the way things are.
no, I'm not negating that. I've been homeless before, so I'm not negating that. I would rather be homeless than be with a fool or somebody I don't want to deal with for the energy. Typically, people don't break up and y'all on nice terms. That's typically not what it is. It's a reason why y'all broken up. For whatever reason, it's typically not, oh, we're just gonna break up and be cordial front. Nah. There's usually something that may start off in the beginning, not right, maybe down the road as time heals those wounds, it could be better, but nah.
Uh,
I mean, it
Dougie
can
said,
happen.
Excel if they're having fun, I'm gonna come watch.
um,
That door gonna be locked. It's a different lock with that door. It's like a B&B.
Oh wow.
right, yeah.
You ain't
I
getting
mean, when they get
upstairs.
to that point, it's definitely time for them to go. You know what I'm saying? But right here, Dougie said she can't go with him because his ex. Oh, she can't grow. I'm thinking grow with him maybe, or because his ex is still living at his house. Uh, I know what he's saying. He's saying that basically the guy cannot grow or move forward because she's in the house. So the thing is that that's true. That's true. It's a holdback in itself, with that. But um, you know, and Ed Knight said he totally agree with Sweet Mama. What did you
No,
say
and,
that
and
he agreed about
because
Sweet Mama?
I've no, because I have not had clients who are in that situation. They want a divorce or be separated from their significant other, but then it becomes something else. Oh, now they sick. Now I need to take care of them. Oh, now something's going on. Something's going on. It's always something that they're not living their self, and then they feel like they're losing their life, trying to still hang on to that ex and try to help them out to the best of their knowledge. But then, and the question said, are they trying to help themselves before you're running to help them? What are they doing to help themselves? How long are you going to continue to be in that situation of unhappiness before you decide enough is enough? And then when it gets to that boiling point, now everybody angry, they want to fight, and it's a problem.
I mean, I think it's a time limit. I mean, I think definitely you can't say this gonna go on forever. I mean, I understand what Excel's saying. Yeah, I mean, if you and that person cool, it ain't work out. All right, they live in the basement. Okay, cool. As long as they're working toward getting themselves together.
So how long
okay.
is too long, y'all? How long is too long?
You just know. You just know when it's too long.
Right.
Like real talk. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a band. Like most women that I know and a lot of them that I've been with, we still on good terms. Like I've never been in a relationship where I cheated. Never been in a relationship where I was like a complete nut asshole, dickhead, nothing like that. So like if it ever came to a point where me and that person, we're not together no more, it's just because we're not. Like people can grow apart. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a thing of growing apart physically and not just mentally. Like I could probably still be on the phone with a lot of them talking about nothing. Literally talking about nothing. Meet up with them, talk about nothing. We just hanging out.
That's cool.
I have female friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's like I said, it comes down to the person. Like we as people, as adults, gotta learn how to empathize with the next person. Like if you see somebody getting beat up on the street, are you gonna just sit there and be like, damn, he getting fucked up, or like, yo, somebody need to help him? You heard? So like if me and Shorty was together, and let's say for instance she might have lost her job, and then things went downhill for her, but me and her was still cool. Listen, I know you trying to get back on your feet. Hey, boom, boom, boom. You know the basement is already fixed up. You can go ahead and stay down there for a little while, get yourself back on your feet. Don't worry about nothing. I got it. Because it's already my crib. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you can help out, help out.
Excel. What's a little while?
Huh?
You said a little while.
I said, like in this day and time, shit, a little while could be a month, a little while could be a couple months. But it's the thing about, as long as they're working towards making steps forward as far as getting them financially, like you're going to see that I'm not going to be trying to come down there and cuddle with you and all that type of shit. So you're really going to feel kind of awkward in that situation. It's going to push you forward to want to go.
Right.
Hopefully. Because you got some people stick it out.
Now, my brother-in-law, Tony, said if she works, she has 6 months max. Pokey said neither of them can heal and continue in the same household after a breakup. You need that time apart. Excel is real.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that.
You can heal. Let it go. Once you let it go, just let it go. You're gonna heal regardless.
Right.
If you get a cut on your leg, regardless if you put band-aids on it every day or not, it's going to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one key thing that people don't let things go. You heard? Like if you keep on holding on, that goes for everything. Whether it's a past relationship and but the way that he put his socks on remind me of my ex. I can't do this. You keep on holding on to stuff like pee on a road trip. Let it go. Once you let it go, you good.
And see, that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't know how to let it go. You know what I'm saying? I had problems with letting certain things go at a time of my age, but it was funny. When I saw that I was holding on to things, this was years ago. I was actually still living in Baltimore then, and I learned how to just let it go. And like some people may tell me some things and expect for me to remember, but I don't. I let it go. You see what I'm saying? And it may not even be anything relationship wise or anything. A lot of times, I mean, and a lot of times it's not even business wise because I try to remember everything business wise, but other stuff I don't hold it. I try to not to clutter my hard drive too much. But also right here, Dougie said that but what will the new girl say? He said, but what will the new girl say? Um, or have to say about your ex living in the basement?
What the fuck can she say? I mean, pardon my language, but look, listen, like, all right, if I'm letting you know that me and her aren't together, and she's just staying in my house.
Mm-hmm.
If you're that much stuck on yourself that you're not listening to what I'm saying, then you don't need to be there either.
Right. Now, Miss Wendy said, Crete. Miss Wendy said, Crete, you are reading out of order. I would have to meet everyone in the household if things get serious. I'm trying to think. Hold on.
How you feel about that, Excel?
What I just
What's
read?
that?
So your new lady meeting your former lady.
Hmm. I mean, when it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make it a point where it's like, oh, look, let me go introduce you to her. For what? She's a tenant right now.
Right.
She's, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
So let me ask you a question. When
what's up?
you see that she's progressing with, I guess, getting on, and you see her like, okay, well, she look like she's doing well, to get herself on. What if she
Hmm.
refuses to go? Then what?
There's no refusing to go. It's called a verbal contract. Even if I go here and just say, look, well, in 30 years of entertainment, I have a contract for everything. I'm like the dude off of Big Bang Theory. I like drawing up contracts.
Oh yeah.
Like,
And
I
You
mean,
can
I'm
give her a
being real.
30-day notice. I mean, 30-day notice.
Yeah, be like, yo, I'm seeing you back working, blase, blase, blah. Yo, you need me to help you find a spot. Let me go talk to some people I know they got, they do landlord work, whatever. Let me see if I can help you find something. You know
But
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying?
people
Because I know
sabotage that too.
what you mean.
Like some people say, okay, I'm gonna help you out, and then they go, let's say, on an interview for a new place, then they'll do something to sabotage, or they'll find something wrong with it.
Amen.
simply I'll go ahead. My bad.
Now, I was gonna say if they do, then you know what I mean. It's like, yo, like I said, it's a contract. I'm not. If I'm really not even gonna really be charging you to be there, and you got a certain amount of time to build your money up to move. Like I said, if it came to a point where she might have lost a job, or even if her job wasn't paying her the right amount, listen, this is what I'm gonna help you as much as I can. But I'm not gonna be. It's not gonna be a thing where this is your new residence. This is when now that the residence is over, your residency is over, because I already know off top you're not going to be happy because you're not bringing nobody in my crib. You know what I mean? You're not living your life. All you're doing is going to work and coming home. You're going to be. I mean, like, hey, I mean, I'm just saying, being 100% real. People leave messed up situations. They don't leave messed up people. So if you're in a situation where you're being a roommate or a squatter for somebody who's helping you and they give you a time frame to get on your feet, you're going to want to do that because you're not going to have the freedoms that you would have in your own shit.
Right. And it's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Because now at this point, every move you make, every meal you have to eat, you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to think about how you're going to do this. You see what I'm saying? When you leave, because it's like right now you're relying on the situation that you had before. Food was in the refrigerator all the time. This whatever you need was there. Um, and then if you ate a certain type of way, it was there. So now when you have to really fend for yourself, it's a different world. Now I'm gonna read a few of these comments here. We have I guess when I was talking about, like, I don't remember a lot of things because just let them go, but simply 10 was saying something about post-it notes probably, and everybody always tell me post-it notes. And then Dougie said, what lady out here going to be with a dude that has a girl in their house? I don't know none. And then Pokey said at Dougie, it takes a very unique, I guess, woman or person. And then Wendy said that letting the next person know your situation from the door so that they have all the information to make an informed decision in the moment. Um, very true. When it comes to something like that, yes. And then Ed Knight said people do leave messed up people as well. I guess he was referring to what you said, XL.
And then go back. Ed Knight says, I don't care what anybody say. My ex definitely could not stay in my basement, car, or my roof. Nowhere. Creek knows. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no. She was definitely a special one. And yeah, I if I was him, I
But no,
wouldn't
that's what I was saying.
recommend.
It depends on the person. That's what I was saying. It all depends on the situation and the person. I'm not saying every time. Like it could be a point where you like, yo, nah, she gotta get the fuck out of my house. You know what I'm saying? But it
Right.
also could be a point where it's like, yo, it's not that bad. Listen, this is what needs to be done.
It just ain't
You
work
know what I'm
out.
saying? Like, yeah.
Okay. So thank you all for being our co-host. Thank you so much for coming into Are You For Real Though Relationship Topic Show, which was Are You the Trial or Full Package? Stay tuned for us on Monday. So Monday is our quickie show. We are on YouTube Street Tactics Radio. So that's our quickie show. We have to slide our time, slide a little bit different. We're gonna be at 8 o'clock ish instead of 7:30 ish, and I will take full responsibility. It is not Creek fault. It's Sweet Mama's fault because of my schedule. So we got slide to 8 ish for just a couple weeks. For
Go ahead,
Sweet Mama.
girl. There you go. Go ahead for
I'm
being
ownership.
accountable. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm accountable, bro. That's it, man. Oh, you got it.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
accountable just because of life.
Right.
So make sure you stay tuned. If you go on, you like, click, subscribe to YouTube Street Tactics Radio and hit that notification button with that bell. You will know when we come on live and popping. So look for us on this Monday at 8 p.m. ish Eastern Standard Time for our quickie show. And then next Friday, our Brutally Honest Radio rap show. 8:30-ish Eastern Standard Time, and then following our relationship topic at 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish for our relationship show. Thank you, everyone who came in and commented. Had a good time. We just had different topics. We're going to get our technical advisor together with our videos so we can make it live and interactive since we have all this technical equipment. So, looking for our videos next week, and we're still waiting on our mixtapes. So, with that being said, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you go out here and get some dates on so we have something to talk about. Make sure y'all get y'all sex demons together because we got some stories on and popping on Monday Quickie Show. We are out. Concrete. Boing, and hopefully some of y'all get boing in the coop this weekend.
All right.
And see, let me say this. If y'all know anybody that needs some relationship advice, tell them to come on the show. We would be grateful to hear from them, and we can talk about it, and we can make some sense, and we can make no sense. You know, but for the most part, we make sense. I'm gonna give us that. So, but tell them to come on. Have a good night, everybody, and we really appreciate y'all. We appreciate the interaction, the comments. Y'all can call in and or pop up on the screen, however we're gonna do it. We love y'all every week. You know, that's how we do. So, all right, we out of here. We'll see y'all on Monday with a new topic for the relationship show, actually on Monday. All right. We out. We are out. We are out.
All right.
Peace.
Amen.